Hello everyone, this is Suzanne Knabe-Nicole from Police Science Doctor, and this is number 221, Police Science Snippets number 221. Police Science Snippets are little golden nuggets of research that has been published very recently in the fields of police science, investigative psychology, forensic psychology, evidence-based policing, crime analysis, and so on, anything related to the law enforcement field. I try and find bits that are usable, that you can start thinking about, that you can start implementing. So I go through lots and lots of research findings that have come out recently and try to extract 3 that are very practical. And I then take them to the audience, so to speak, on the internet here. And I also email them straight into your inbox every Tuesday with a link to the regional research article. If you want to get that, it's a free service. Just go to Google Police Science, go to Police Science Doctor, enter your details into the form that pops up, or if it doesn't pop up, put it at the bottom of, it's at the bottom of any page, and then you will be added to the list and you can get that sent to you every week. So the 3 snippets for this week. The first one is about the appearance change instruction. Before an identification procedure, witnesses are often reminded that the perpetrator may look different in a photo presented by law enforcement than he did at the crime, and that's the appearance change instruction, ACI. However, it was found that on some measures, the appearance change instruction decreased accuracy and doesn't actually provide any benefit, so we should stop doing it. The link to that research article is there. The second snippet is about stop and search outcomes. There are a range of contextual factors, mechanisms, and moderators that affect stop and search outcomes, and key factors that can either increase or decrease the likelihood of adverse stop and search outcomes. Contexts that were likely to increase negative outcomes included a focus on order maintenance style policing practices, valuing stop quantity over quality, and high levels of police discretion around stop and search. Importantly, the mechanism of surveillance was found to generate negative outcomes. Contexts and mechanisms that lead to better outcomes included a focus on community policing and procedural justice, transparent systems for recording and monitoring stop and search, and public inquiries and reviews of stop and search practices. The link to the original research is there, and it's actually an open access article, which means you can read the entire piece. If something is not open access, that's down to the publishing journal and publisher having a subscription wall. This one can actually be accessed in its entirety. So it's more important how the stop and search is done, the quality of it, the procedural justice, than the actual outcome, which is the case in a lot of things, also in policing. And the last snippet for this week is about data protection and data sharing. Information sharing is integral to tackling organized crime and terrorism. A thematic analysis of UK law enforcement practitioner interviews together with a quantitative analysis of law enforcement data breaches was done. Results show practitioners identify legislation as a blockage to information sharing, but this is based on a lack of understanding rather than the failings of the legislation itself. So this all sounds pretty dry, but I think the nugget here is in the last sentence. So practitioners identify legislation as a blockage to information sharing, but this is based on a lack of understanding rather than the failings of the legislation itself. Again, the link to the article is in the email, and it's also an open access article, which means you can read the entire piece, and hopefully you can increase understanding and then get the data sharing done. So these were the snippets for this week. Forgot to show you this banner that I prepared. There you go. If there wasn't something that is relevant to your particular role, don't despair. As soon as you join the Police Science Doctor email list, you will get emailed a password. And with that password, you can access the read page from reading on the Police Science Doctor website. And on there, you'll find PDFs of all the previous 220 snippets for each of the other weeks that I've published them, and there's 3 snippets on each PDF. So whatever your role is, hopefully you'll find something that's relevant to that in there. And thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.